Hey guys, MCU Collector here with another figure review. Next up is the Hasbro Marvel Legends series Black Panther Wakanda Forever Black Panther figure. So this is an interesting one because during the New York Comic Con Marvel live stream on the second day or whatever it was, Ryan Ting and Dwight Stahl were guests. And at the end of it, they teased a figure and showed a Black Panther figure from Wakanda Forever. So, based on the trailers, we had the very first teaser trailer, we had a glimpse of a leg of a Black Panther. Then the first trailer or second trailer, whatever, dropped, and we got a full, for the most part, full look at a Black Panther from the movie. The movie's not out yet. We don't know anything. Who's in this suit? We don't know. We have a pretty damn good idea who, but we don't have a 100% confirmation either way. Now, there's rumors that at D23, it was confirmed to be a particular character. I don't know. We don't know that for sure. It's probably all who we think it is for sure, and there's going to be some clues in this figure. And then if you watched any kind of trailer breakdown, they probably would have discussed some of those same clues and things. But we have this Black Panther figure here. Now, how this figure is going to get released, I have absolutely no idea. It's likely going to be released everywhere, just as a single figure, but I don't know. There was no way they weren't going to do some kind of Black Panther figure for the Black Panther movie. But we have it here. Now, how did I get this? Where did you come from? How do you get it now? Great questions. A local buddy of mine actually picked this up from somebody that has it. I think it's the same person that you had seen on Reddit, the same eBay seller is probably that same person. But a local guy, my buddy David, he actually picked up an extra one. He got one for himself. He picked up the second one for me. He just got it today and then dropped it off at my door. So it was really awesome, and I'm super excited to have it. Can't wait. Now, I would love to know exactly for sure who the character is, and then potential spoiler warning. It's likely going to be Shuri. So we have a comic Shuri Black Panther figure already, so that's likely who this is, but is it for sure? We do not know. Here's the figure there. But we shall see. But anyway, before we get into it, let's take a look at the box. We see the figure. We see the promo artwork of this Black Panther in the background. The movie logo there. Movie logo up at the top. There is that promo artwork there of the Black Panther, whoever this may be. On this other side, we get a digital render of the figure itself, just kind of standing there in a vanilla pose. We get another look at the figure back there, and we see the accessories. It's only one set of hands. So we get fists and we get open clawed hands. Nothing else to go along with it. It's not part of the Build-A-Figure wave, which is odd because why wouldn't they just do that? But it could have been a timing thing. You know, they knew the wave would come out well before the movie, well before that trailer. Maybe that's why they didn't do it. It's all kind of weird, but this figure is going to get released somehow, some way. I just don't actually know how. But let's get in for a better look at the Black Panther figure. Okay, so here's a close-up look at this Black Panther figure. Now, we think it's going to be Shuri, or we're all pretty sure it's going to be Shuri, and there's going to be some clues. The first one is going to be, notice the paint work, the dots on her face. Shuri does that, and then Shuri has those the Panther like blasters out of her hands, which I'll have to get those accessories out. I'll have to find them. In one of the trailers or TV spots, we actually see that this Black Panther uses something similar. And one thing I really want to talk about, because I'm excited about this, is take a look at this design on this forearm leading up to the elbow. Does that not look like a panther head there? That's going to probably extend out and become that blaster. I think so, because take a look at that. That's got to be, right? I mean, like there you can kind of see, like, could it be eyes? I think so, but I think that looks like a panther head there, like the mouth, right? That's just going to extend out. In my opinion, that's what it is. I don't know that for sure, but come on, right? It's got to be. But here we have the figure. Now, the artwork and stuff on the box is semi-misleading, and that's going to be because you're going to see a lot more brightness in the gold and the silver versus what you actually have here on the figure. The gold just isn't that bright. It's like a true gold color as opposed to like a yellowish color. It looks like an actual real gold. Now, there's not really anything going on in the back. A little bit of gold there on the calves, but not a whole lot. A little bit there on the front as well. All along the torso, shoulders there too. Even the hands a little bit, forearms. It's just not a super bright gold. It's like like a real gold color kind of thing. So it's not super bright. The silver also isn't as bright as the artwork makes it look. You know, the silver can only be so bright when it comes out in paint and stuff. So that's why it doesn't like really stand out as much. But it's all applied really well. So I have no paint issues or anything like that on mine, which is good. But again, it's not as bright as you would probably hope, especially, you know, looking at it in the box. But it looks really good. Lots of sculpted texture in the suit throughout the body of the figure. Look at the arms and the legs and stuff. You just see all of that texture, and it just came out looking really good. Man. This is a very good looking figure. In terms of articulation though, it's going to be kind of right on par with what we see with female figures, because we do have a diaphragm joint here, which actually does seem to come down a little bit lower, but I don't think that it really improves the articulation, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at that. Let me grab the hands. Where did I put those things? The hands that she comes with, again, she has the 2 clawed hands, and then she has 2 fists. So, you know, the other ones in the box is the fist for the left and the open hand for the right. Okay, so Black Panther, let's see how she can move. So she can look down that much, not a huge amount. She can look up that much. The head is on a ball peg dumbbell joint. It is not on the disc hinge, so you don't get the most range of motion, but you get some crazy pivot going on in there. Full rotation, of course, but yeah, crazy pivot. The arm, you can get the shoulder to come up and go out only that far. The shoulder's a little high and doesn't really go up high enough into that shoulder torso piece. So it only goes out that far, which is a little unfortunate. You get a full rotation in there. We do get an upper bicep swivel, and we do get a solid double jointed elbow, which is great because, you know, most female figures, this is a new thing that we just are now, you know, just now getting over the last year and a half or so. So that there looks pretty good. Wrists swivel, and they do hinge, standard horizontal hinge. So here we have that diaphragm cut, so we're not going to get a huge range of motion. So she can only pivot to her left that much, not a whole lot. She can pivot to her right that much, not a whole lot. She can go back a little bit, coming forward. Yeah, not a whole lot. It's actually probably more than we would normally get with most female figures, but you get a swivel at that diaphragm cut, of course, because there's no waist swivel on female figures. Hasbro doesn't do that. They haven't figured it out. Just not on Marvel figures. I know G.I. Joe and stuff, they have it. So she could do spread her legs that far, do the splits that much. She can kick forward that far. Leg doesn't really go back ever so slightly, if anything. Upper thigh cut in there. Double jointed knee that is pinless, so that looks good there. No calf swivel or anything. Foot hinges all the way down. Get a little bit of hinge up, not a whole lot. Ankle pivot, peg holes at the bottom of the feet. So pretty standard, I guess, for your female figures. Very thin legs and arms on this, but it doesn't feel flimsy at all. It's not rubbery or anything. A lot of other figures tend to run into that issue. This figure does not have that issue whatsoever, which is great. And it just stands there looking pretty awesome. The legs look a little bit long, though. Now that I look at it, I'm looking at it in the viewfinder, I'm like, damn, the legs look long. But, you know, looking at the figure in hand, I don't really notice it. But damn, looking at the viewfinder, then they look really long. But it doesn't look that bad in hand. Okay, so one side-by-side comparison here is going to be the female comic book Shuri Black Panther figure. And then there's with this MCU, who we think is Shuri Black Panther figure, and you can see that, you know, it would make sense if Shuri is the one to become the new Black Panther. Okoye, Nakia, or even Akina, the new character that's going to be coming into the movies from the comics. You know, maybe those are all possibilities. I don't really see it happening. It makes the most sense for Shuri to become the new Black Panther. Size-wise, it seems to really make sense if Shuri's there, because these are about the same height when you look at it. You know, Shuri does have shorter hair in Wakanda Forever, so if you look at these two figures, they're about the same size. Now, speaking of this figure, this was the Legacy Collection figure that got updated with the different colors and things like that. And what she came with was these 2 Panther blasters that go onto the arms. So, do these work for this new figure? And potentially, how does the arms? These arms are very smooth and kind of just straight out. We get a lot of texture and stuff in here. So does it really pop in there? Oh, yes it does. Look at that. It's kind of a brownish color, not exactly black, but that does fit on there. So again, let me pop that hand off. Let me put this other fist, because that's definitely going to make a difference in getting it to fit. So based on that trailer, what we had seen, we saw this Black Panther use, these vibranium blasters, Panther blasters, coming out their hands. So, maybe this is it. Why Hasbro wouldn't include some of these, not sure if that would be too much of a giveaway, or if they didn't have the information from Marvel, Disney to be able to produce it, include it. That would have been really cool. But they fit on there, and they're not really going to fall off or anything like that. So, that could work. Okay, so here are all the Black Panther Wakanda Forever figures we have from the Atuma Build-A-Figure wave. Atuma, Namor, Everett Ross. They're marketing this one as a first Black Panther movie, Everett Ross Legacy Collection. But he's in the movie, so why wouldn't they just call it Wakanda Forever? I don't know. We have Deluxe Ironheart, and then Okoye and Nakia. A solid round of movie figures. Some movies don't get as many figures. Some movies get a lot of figures, Eternals. But some, it's nice to have, the large majority of the characters and stuff that are going to be from the movie. Now, when the movie actually comes out, November 11th, I believe it is, what other characters are going to be in it that would be really nice to get into action figure form? I don't really know yet. From the Atlanteans or whatever they're going to be called in Wakanda Forever. Namor, I think it's Namora, or is it Namorita? They're in there. That would be awesome to get a figure like that, or some more, of these guys to kind of go along with Namor, other than just having the two. But still nice to have the two. But when we first had the Black Panther Wakanda Forever wave, we didn't know if there was going to be a Black Panther figure. It would be crazy to think that there would not be. So it's nice to see that, yeah, we absolutely are getting a Black Panther figure. Now, as far as details of when it's going to come, I wish I had more information for you guys. I don't know. Ryan Ting has said multiple times it will be out this year. Clearly, it is ready to go. What they're waiting on, I don't know. And it's likely going to be a boom, in stock kind of thing, just like these figures were. No real pre-order, whereas some retailers obviously won't have it in right away, but maybe Hasbro Pulse will, maybe Amazon will. I don't know, and we shall see. When I find out something, I'll be sure to post and share links and all of that. But until then, your guess is as good as mine. But for all of you guys that collect movie figures, MCU figures, I'm excited for you guys to get it, because it really rounds out the cast and the characters for the movie, and it just makes sense to have a Black Panther. But now, who is the Black Panther? Again, probably Shuri, but time will tell, and we shall see. Okay, so to close out the video of this Black Panther figure, we have the evolution and the legacy of the Black Panther. So we have King T'Challa, King T'Challa, and Shuri, probably. So the evolution of Black Panther in the MCU. I can't wait for the movie. I'm very excited. And I always go back and forth on, should Chadwick Boseman have been recast? And I think maybe eventually that's something that they could do. Assuming the MCU is going to be restarted, rebooted after Avengers Secret Wars, and then just probably do single stories and maybe not do any of the connectivity, even though they really haven't been doing that so much lately anyway. It would be interesting to see. I think there's a lot of good points to recasting him. There's a lot of benefits there, but I also understand it would be a hard decision not recasting because of what Chadwick Boseman brought to the character, and it meant so much to people. And I think that's, really why they chose not to recast, but I could see them doing that in the future, maybe not right now with Wakanda Forever. But we'll see what's going to happen in the future. But I'm really excited for the movie. I think it's going to be awesome. We saw the Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania trailer today. That's going to be amazing. So it's pretty crazy. I know a lot of people aren't too happy with the MCU and just don't see it, aren't feeling it, not liking the content of what's out there. I'm still a fan. I'm still all in. I'm still excited. And then this Black Panther figure rounds out the movie figures for Wakanda Forever, so I'm extremely happy with that, especially since Galactus ain't coming for me yet. I don't know what's going on. So there we go. But you guys let me know down in the comments below, what do you think of this Black Panther figure? Let me know in the comments below. I think it is very good. I can't wait to get a better look at how she will be in the movie. You know, right now we get a look at her, but it would be nice to get an even better look, you know, from the movie to see. But right now it looks, I assume, pretty movie accurate, and it's pretty awesome. All kinds of texture in there in the sculpt. The paint is all on point. Looks good on mine. I just wish, again, a little bit brighter for the silver, a little bit brighter for the gold. But definitely an awesome piece, and I hope you guys will like it. And then again, as soon as I know what information is going to be out there as far as where it's going to be available, when it's going to be available, I will post links. I will share it all for you guys so you guys can get your orders in. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys are interested in becoming a channel member and joining the MCU collective, hit the join button. If you guys like this video, please do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. And as always, thank you for watching.